People do ask me, is the currency in Vietnam strong?
Why would somebody even want to work in Vietnam and push all his money back home? Are you serious?
Yes.
If you choose Vietnam Dong over euros?
Yes.
Why? So back in China, you could be arrested anytime, any day, because they were not giving out work permits to teachers to teach. The topic for discussion is that some people love to save their monies in VND. Other people love to save their monies in dollars, in US dollars, working in Vietnam. Other people also prefer to save their money in their home currency. For instance, a Ghanaian wants to save his money in Ghanaian Cedis. A Nigerian wants to save his money in the Nigerian Naira. So every month when they receive their salary, they prefer to send it back home. Now, is this a good attitude or is it a bad attitude? Chris is an expert at trading and he knows a whole lot of these things and is going to explain to us. Now, let me tell you this. So, I think that the evolution of this is most of the teachers here who travel to China. So back in China, you could be arrested anytime, any day, because they were not giving out work permits to teachers to teach. And so people, every month when they receive their salary, they will immediately push their money back to their home country. So that even anytime you are caught, when you go back, you don't end up losing your money, working for so many years and then losing the money to the Chinese authorities or whatever. But in Vietnam, it's not like that. It's not the case. Vietnam, even when you are arrested, I mean, you can still have access to your money. Even when a bank wants to close your account, they will still ask you to take the money out. So why are people or ESL teachers in Vietnam still sending their monies back home? And it gets so bad to the extent that some of them, they send all their money home, and when they are in trouble, they don't have money to even take care of their own selves. Other people will push all the money and they'll be asking for loans. They don't have money to survive in Vietnam. Like, why will you leave work and push all your money back to your home country? So today, Chris is an expert. He's going to tell us, because he's been digging into this topic for a very long time. Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you have been digging into this subject for a very long time. I mean, first and foremost, why would somebody even want to work in Vietnam and push all his money back home?
It's the fear.
It's the fear.
And also it's ignorance.
Okay.
Like ignorance. I mean, they are ignorant because of they are ignorant about the Vietnamese currency.
Okay.
Yes. People do ask me, is the currency in Vietnam strong? Because when they check on Google, they search maybe one city or 16 cities, or let's say around 1,000 naira. How much is it in Vietnamese? And they are getting thousands, 20,000, 25,000. They say, then Vietnamese currency is very small. It's not strong enough.
Yeah, it's not weak.
That's what they think.
When you check on the internet and you type
$1,
you type something like weak currencies, Vietnam's currency. It shows it's up here.
It shows.
And then also Vietnamese currency. When you check the cities, we compare the cities. Sometimes it's like the cities has got upper hand over the Vietnamese Dong. But the fact of the matter is, when you live in Vietnam, you can see that the city, the Vietnam Dong is not like as you see on the internet.
Yeah.
You can have when you have 1 million Vietnam Dong, like you can take your girlfriend to a restaurant, eat whatever you want. You can even go further to go to a hotel, sleep. It can even take you to for 1 week.
Yeah.
And if you take 200,000 to a Vietnamese shop, like you can buy the whole shop, everything in the shop.
Yeah.
So why?
So there's a twist here. Yes, that's what we are going to review today.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Because
so first of all, will you save your money in Vietnam Dong, in cedis or in US dollar?
I prefer saving my money in Vietnamese Dong as compared to cedi or naira or okay, US dollar is okay. Yes, but for me to save my money in GBP or euros or Vietnamese Dong, I prefer to save in Vietnamese Dong.
Are you serious?
Yes.
If you choose Vietnam Dong over euros?
Yes.
Why?
Any investor or any trader, any professional trader knows what I'm talking about, and I'm going to review that.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yes,
Take me through.
Yes, you know, when you convert $1 to Vietnamese Dong, it's around 25,000. It's insane. Like, let's say you convert $100 to Vietnam, you are going to get like 2.5 million. You're already a millionaire.
Vietnam Dong.
Yes.
What? Say it again. Is it
when you convert $100?
$100, yes.
To Vietnamese Dong,
yes.
You are going to get 2.5 million Vietnamese Dong.
2.5 million
Vietnamese Dong.
That's a lot of money.
Yes. So someone looking at us will think, then Vietnamese Dong is very cheap. Like, it's very weak.
Yeah.
Because when you convert that same $1, which is 16 cedis, or let me say now 1,600 Naira to Vietnamese Dong, you are going to get 25,000 Vietnamese Dong.
Wow.
So they are like, then Vietnamese Dong is very weak.
It's weak.
No, behind it, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. That's what we are going to review. Now, the twist here is this whole figures about Vietnamese Dong started around that is around 1986. There.
1986.
You understand? It started because Vietnam was one of the poorest country in the world.
Okay.
Yes, but currently, as I speak to you, the World Bank is saying that Vietnam has is an evidence of a success story.
Wow.
Because in one generation, they have moved from the poorest country to a middle income country. Within one generation.
Wow.
And how did they do that? It was just because back then, because of they were now coming up, so they were trying to put measures in place, and when they put measures in place, it fails. When they put measures in place, so it was just rising, the currency was just rising. Now it's rised all the way up to around 2009.
Okay.
So around 2009, Vietnamese government started manipulating their currency. They intentionally devaluated it.
Artificially devaluated their Vietnamese Dong.
Yes, the Vietnamese Dong. They artificially devaluated it. Why would a country say, no, let me devaluate my money? So 2009, if it was around, let's say around 1,600, 1,400, then they would devaluate it to 1,700 per $1. Then they would devaluate it to 20,000. Then they would devaluate it. Then they will keep on devaluating it like 5 times.
Wow.
Do you know why?
Why?
Yes, that's why someone said that when your fundamentals are weak,
the exchange rate
will expose you. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate is going to expose you. Now, Vietnamese are thinking about their fundamentals more. When I say their fundamentals, you know, I would say if your economy is weak, your exchange rate will expose you. Now, Vietnamese are making their economy strong in terms of exports. So you, a country like Ghana, a country like Nigeria, who doesn't even export a lot of things, you don't export anything, then a country like Vietnam, who exports more, it means that he should think about, how do I bring investors to purchase my goods?
Now, the mention of export, let me say that, Vietnam is the 3rd major exporter of rice in the world.
Very good.
And they export rice to, Ghanaian buy most of our rice from
very good.
Vietnam, Nigeria, yes. And they also export, they even export cars.
Yes.
Vietnam export almost everything, everything you can think of. And they import very little. I'm not sure, Vietnam, you can't even import used cars.
Yes.
There are a number of things you can import to Vietnam.
So now, do you know why they devaluate their currency? To make their goods cheap for export, so that more investors can buy. You know, humans are like this psychologically. When something is very cheap, you go there to buy.
Yes.
You go there to trade. So when it's very cheap, it means
everybody
that their exporting rice will go faster.
Okay.
Because if it's expensive, it means that and you know, in Asia they are competing.
Yeah.
About
Thailand is selling rice. Thailand, Vietnam, India. I don't know of China. I don't know of China.
But and when I say they are competing China, Thailand, and Vietnam, they are competing against the US dollar. Everyone wants to be dominant over US dollars.
Okay.
So what do we Vietnamese, what do we do? Then let's bring our goods very small and let's make our currency very cheap so that it will catch attention.
But how does that make sense? I still don't get it. If you make your goods cheap and your currency very cheap, you still get cheap money.
Yes. No. This is it. We export more.
Okay.
For instance, I have, let me use a practical example. I am a country of Vietnam. I have about 100 oranges to sell. You are Ghana, you don't even have 5 oranges to sell, but they are still expensive. Now, if it means that if I bring the price low, I will be able to export
more. So that means if you produce more, so maybe their profit will lie in exporting more because they have the facilities to produce more product. Okay.
So they are always producing more because if they hot producing now, it means they are finished.
I see.
That's why their mind is always let's export. Export.
So their mentality is not about placing the price very high.
Yeah.
But they want to reduce it and rather export more.
Yes.
Okay. So the more they sell, the more they make.
Yes. And it has a pros.
Okay.
It has a pros. Now, it is making their currency stable.
Okay.
You know, it has rise to 25,000, but now it doesn't go again.
Okay.
It is stable.
Okay. So the dollar.
Yes. Against the dollar, it's very stable.
Okay.
Unlike as compared to other currencies where it's rising like something
very fast.
But in Vietnam, because they are exporting more, it has stabilized their currency.
Okay.
So it's always hovering around 25,000. Other currencies are going, then they are always standing there.
I see.
That's how come they are moving to the middle income.
Wow.
And now the World Bank is predicting that in the next 1 year, it is going to increase again. Like the economy is going to be boosted by 6.1% or 6.5%.
Recently, Vietnam was ranked, the
Most
top, the most affordable country in the world, and also the preferred tourist destination in the world or something.
They like that title.
They like
it.
They like that title.
Yeah, they like that title. Okay. It has been there. They have been claiming that title for like 4 times.
Okay, they've claimed it for 4 times.
4 times.
Okay.
They don't want to lose that title.
Wow.
You know why?
Wow.
Because whenever they say Vietnam is most affordable, it means that when you think of $1 is 25,000, every investor wants to come there to purchase.
Okay.
Every investor wants to come there to purchase. It catches attention. It catches business attention, and aside that, it is catching tourist attention. That's why your friend from US say, then I can come to US and enjoy. I can come to Vietnam and enjoy more.
Yeah.
Because they think maybe when they come, when they exchange their money, then it's going to be plenty.
He bought 3,000. He took out $300.
And
$300,
some 7 million.
7 point something. Like we even had change. Like we ate what we want for 3 days or 2 days. I think 3 or 2 days.
Yeah.
We went places. We went cruising. We went hiking. We went to train.
And the more you do that, it's making the economy strong.
We went with ladies. We had fun. We invited. We saw each other. And the money, there was still change for us.
Yeah. Because the more you do that, the more the economy is becoming strong, the economy of Vietnam. And the more the economy becomes strong, the more the currency stabilizes.
I see.
So when I came to Vietnam, that was around April, it was around 25,800 per $1.
Yeah.
And now it even went all the way down to 24,900.
Wow.
And it has now rise to 25,400 as we speak.
Wow.
Yes. And talking about it means that it has become very stable.
For them.
And for the
world as well.
And for the world. Now let me compare it with the euro, the pounds, cedis, and naira.
Right.
In 10 years ago, the price of VND was around 21,080 10 years ago, and now it's trading at 25,400 per $1.
Wow.
Yeah, against the dollar per $1, and it means that it is when you make the calculation, it has increased by 20% only for the past 10 years. 20%.
Past 10 years.
For the past 10 years.
The dollar has been able to increase for just 20%
since 2014.
Wow.
To this time.
Wow.
20%.
Other places, inflation is skyrocketing.
Yes, that's why I'm coming there. So, and the pounds, the same 2014, pounds against dollar has been rising. The pounds was around 0.59 and against the USD, and currently it's trading at 0.77. It has increased by 31%.
Wow.
For the past 10 years.
For the past 10 years. Holy shit.
So never underestimate the VND.
VND.
Now the euro has also as at 2014 it was trading at 0.72 and currently it's 0.92 something, and it means it has increased by 28%.
Wow.
So it tells you that Vietnam is still the top notch, and in terms of economy. And when you look at the Ghana Cedis,
I don't want to talk about Ghana. Maybe you can just...
No, I just want, because
yes.
people want to come in as Ghanaians, and Nigerians want to come. I just want to give them the fundamental analysis of the currencies.
Okay, right.
Yes, so that they wouldn't say 16 cedis is 25,000, then it means that it's poor.
Okay, I understand you. Go
2010, the cedi was around... 2014, the cedi was around 3 cedis. And now it's currently trading at 16 cedis or something, meaning it has increased by 433%.
The Ghanaian Cedis.
The Ghanaian Cedis. And the Nigerian
Naira.
The Nigerian Naira. As at 2014, it was trading at 160 Naira per $1. Now it's trading at 1,600 Naira. Like 924%. So if you tell me the cedi is stronger than the VND, I don't get it.
Wow. Okay, so does that explain why there is low or no inflation in Vietnam? Because I can tell you, like, for the past 3 years, that I have been in Vietnam, I still buy things the same price I used to buy 3 years ago.
Very good.
Even last week, I told you, just yesterday, I want to fill my gas. About some months ago, I bought it for 300 and something. 300 and is it 50? The guy came, delivered, and it was the same amount. He didn't take even 1 cedi in addition. And I was like, really? Are you guys for real? I've been buying fuel for the same price for about 3 years now.
Sometimes they even reduce it.
Sometimes it even goes down, and sometimes you go to the shops and like prices are being reduced. Like they reduce prices.
They keep on reducing prices.
I'm like, Vietnam, are you serious?
Because Vietnam is a production country. They concentrate more on production because there is profit in selling than buying. So they always concentrate on selling, and they don't want to buy foreign currencies. And what they do is, it's not only the devaluation. When they devaluate their currency, then they increase something we call interest rate. They manipulate it. They increase the interest rate, then they devaluate their currency. Do you know what it means? It means that when they are exporting, the interest rate is lower than when someone is bringing from other currency to their currency.
Whoa!
So when you are converting, when you are exchanging your US dollars to Vietnamese Dong, the interest rate is higher than when you are exchanging from Vietnamese Dong to USD.
Do you know that when we're in Vietnam and you want to spend another currency, like if you want to withdraw, Vietnamese money is free.
You are dead.
If you want to transfer Vietnam to another one, in other countries, you'll be charged. If you want to but Vietnam is free. Like you can use their apps, everything's for free. But if you want to withdraw dollars or Ghana Cedis or other currency, the kind of charges that you pay on that money.
Yes. So people don't talk about the interest rate. There are two things. There are exchange rate and interest rate. Wow. The interest rate is high, but the exchange rate is low. So that's the stabilization here.
You know, because of that I never withdrew my because that's a huge amount on it.
So they say when we are selling, it's free, it's cheap. But when we are buying, no, it's very expensive.
I see.
Because they are just doing that. The World Bank even recognized that they are doing that because they actually converted their economy to a market economy.
Wow.
So their economy is now market economy.
Wow.
They like marketing.
And why most of the countries have taken some zeros off? Like Ghana, 5,000 is now 5 cedis. You know, other countries, but Vietnam still
It's still there. It's still.
Does that help in any way?
Yeah. It's still there. It's based on what you can use the money to buy,
Okay.
and how stable it is.
Okay.
It's very stable. So it means that when I save my money in VND, then you save your money in cedis. Maybe in the next 10 years, your currency will increase by 100%, and I'm still in 5%.
Wow.
You understand? Like you've lost about 100% already, but maybe I've lost like 5 to 10% because of how how strong the economy of Vietnam is. That's the difference.
I see.
So why should I send my money back home in cedis? For what? Whilst the economy, when I'm comparing the economy of Vietnam to the economy of Ghana, there's a big difference.
So what that means is that if you save your money in the Vietnamese Dong, it lasts. It doesn't devaluate.
No.
As,
It doesn't devaluate.
As compared to you transferring your money to Ghanaian Cedis or Vietnam
even if
Dong
it
or
is,
Naira.
even if with time it's going to devaluate, it's just very small.
Okay.
It's very, because US economy is very strong.
Okay.
It's very strong, and you know, from 1 USD to euro, it's around 0.9.
Okay.
Does it mean that the German economy is stronger than the US economy? It's arguably no.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
It's arguably no, because the fact that I convert my currency to you, then yours it has become less in your country, doesn't mean your economy is stronger than mine.
Okay. Now let me ask this question. When it comes to converting your money, for instance, when I have Ghana Cedis and I want to, somebody needs Vietnamese Dong,
okay.
and I want to convert. I mean, I go to the forex and I want to convert my money. It is arguable. You know, there are certain terrain that a lot of people want to sell their Ghana Cedis.
Yeah.
Other times, a lot of people want to sell their Vietnamese Dong.
Yeah.
What? Because I don't understand. You know, like there's some people everybody wants to sell.
They want to sell their VND to cedis.
Cedis, yes.
More times.
VND to cedis. I'm saying, what is the line? Which one is profitable? Is it selling your cedis to VND, or selling your VND to cedis, or selling your cedis to your Naira to VND, or VND to Naira?
Okay. There's a term called arbitrage, or arbitrage, or how would they call it? You know, based on if one economy is stronger than the other economy, it means that when you hold the currency of the lowest economy, then you want to convert to the country with the higher economy, it means that you are not going to gain much.
Okay.
The price is going high, the interest rate is going high. For instance, if I hold cedis, then I want to convert to US dollars, I will buy it very high.
Okay.
You understand? But when I have US dollar and I'm converting to cedis, it means that I will benefit more.
Okay.
Because the US economy is stronger than mine.
Okay.
That's the difference. And the two of them, converting from cedis to VND, converting from VND to cedis, all is good. But when you convert your VND to cedis, it means that you are actually gaining more. You gain more than when you are converting.